Welcome to Big Dick's Picks. And for once, this is a dick measuring contest. It's the finals. If you've been listening, you know exactly what's happening. But if you haven't, this is a sports gambling comedy podcast, and we're absolutely pumped to be here. I'm enthused. I'm Big Mo. I'm joined here live by two other very special people, Amesy, and a special guest. I'm going to get to him in just a second. But the other hosts, EPR and Big Dick. How are you guys?
Oh, it's last week, I'm not gonna lie, I put in as much, betting knowledge as I had in my brain. I used spreadsheets, charts, and went 0 for 3 on 3 straight line picks. So
I told you that was gonna happen.
I've thrown it all out the window, going completely on feel, and it's never steered me wrong. So it's I would say I'm a guaranteed first place going into next week.
Amesy, are you trying to say that it's a lock?
It's a lock.
It's back. It's back.
I haven't brought this out in a while because, outside of football season, but it's a lock this week. I'm not going to, at least minimum 2 for 3.
Wow. And Big Mo, did you actually just introduce Big Dick for once?
I did.
Oh my
God.
Hey, thanks for finally introducing me, you prick.
You get no thanks from him though, so there's a reason.
Yeah, I always regret it. Yeah. But no, I did say we have some very special guests on today, and you might know that it's the finals. You might know that it's down to two very similar final guests. We're gonna get to them in a second, but we have a special live guest today who's not in the finals. Wild Bill is joining us live. How you doing?
Special appearance.
Big Mo, I'm doing good. Big Dick's Picks. Thanks for having me on again. I think I should actually be in the finals, missing all my parlays by one. If I wasn't at the bar hanging out with Mr. Leahy getting absolutely buckled, I probably would have hit my parlays. But that's just the way it goes. So, yeah,
Bill,
glad to be here with you guys live.
Bill, I have to say, I was in charge of tracking everything, and yours in particular, I had a method. I was highlighting in green everyone that hit. And I was like, oh, these are looking so good. And then every single one was just, oh, Hyman didn't. Oh, Avs didn't win. Oh, Trocheck didn't score a point. Are you fucking kidding me? No way. Yeah, like you could have had the most historic win, but instead, just like I've done for 20 weeks, you fell short by just a slight margin.
At least I only did it 1 week. My bank account would be looking like years if I did it in 20 weeks.
There's a reason my mom left, okay? There's a reason.
Hey,
you heard for now.
Yeah,
I was about to say, EPR, this is your shot. We haven't introduced you yet this week. Feel free to talk about what happened.
Well, here's the thing. I have really good news. I actually spoke with my mom this last week, guys. She listened and she heard that I won my parlay. And as a deal's a deal, she said if I got under a mortgage payment, she would come back. So we're actually scheduling lunch. So yeah, that's huge. That's huge. She said she actually will see my face. So steps are being made. And I actually have something special for you guys. You might call it inspirational. I just call it daily business. And it's a famous speech I think you guys all need to hear. So without further ado, I'm just going to play it for you guys. And you guys can just give me your thoughts.
This is getting me fired up for the championship. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives.
I know this speech. He knows exactly what to say.
Either we heal as a team, or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back. into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. Now, I can't do it for you. I'm too old. I look around, I see these young faces, and I think, I mean, I made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not.
Just like me.
I chased off anyone who's ever loved me.
Also,
And
like
lately, I can't even stand the face I see in the mirror.
well, that was Big Mo.
You know, when you get old in life, things get taken from you. I mean, that's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. Hell yeah. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's gonna make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that inch. And I know if I'm gonna have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that's what living is. The 6 inches in front of your face. Now, I can't make you do it. You gotta look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now, I think you're gonna see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're gonna see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're gonna do the same for him. That's a team, gentlemen. And either we heal now as a team, or we will die as individuals. That's football, guys. That's all it is. Now, what are you gonna do?
Let's fucking go!
Let's fucking go, boys! Get fired up!
Oh man. Well, I know that Big Dick is definitely gonna die alone, so that team's definitely never healing.
Fuck off.
I hope that inspired you, boys. I know we're not exactly a team in this race, but at the same time, we kind of are. We've had our highest highs and some of our lowest lows in weeks, and we're down to the final. And it's anyone's game, as we know. And you guys don't actually know the standings, but I'm gonna tell them to you. Do you guys want to know now, or do we want to wait? You want me to ruin the surprise?
I mean, if it's as big of a surprise that, you know, that speech, we just had that speech for a finals with 2 guys named Mike. Like,
I was actually, I mean,
yeah, I kind of wanted to spoil it. Like, there's 2 guys named Mike in the final. So, yeah. Why don't you go through the rest of it?
We did not rig it this way. It was completely by chance. Well, I there's a lot of things in that speech that inspire me. One in particular, I think we can all agree with, is that we are in hell with Big Dick even remotely near us. So that part was pretty accurate. I don't know about you guys, but that really spoke to me.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I was pretty darn impressed that Big Dick was willing to listen to a whole, 4-minute speech. I can't remember the last time he's done anything for 4 minutes. I don't know.
That's more of a compliment to your mom.
Oh my gosh.
I love the part where they were talking about the margin of error there, Amesy, because all this guy does is talk about margins. All he does is alternate spreads, and he's never on the right side of that margin of error.
I am very well known this speech. I actually, I had this speech with my banker the first time I deposited into my high yield savings account. I looked right at him. I said, "We heal as a team or we die as individuals." And he knew I'm at business with my $75 that's now $76.50. So, I am well aware.
What kind of interest rate are you getting?
They each had their dicks out. Inch by inch, we're going to close this deal.
Actually, he just looked really uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie. I felt he was like 3:45 on a Thursday. He was trying to get through his day, and I was like, "We die as individuals." So,
I thought it was interesting that he's talking about 1 inch at a time. I would have to imagine Big Dick probably is not used to hearing that. He probably just stops at 1 inch.
You already hear you laugh when he said 1 inch.
What's that? You cut out.
You did almost lose me because I did hear you laugh when he said 1 inch, and I almost cracked up because I just heard that from the crowd.
Yeah, it was pretty good. But, well, boys, I'm gonna give you a reason to get fired up, and also maybe a reason to fear. Because last week was a historic week, and I'm just going to kick it off selfishly here and say I had my 709 odds parlay hit for massive profits. That's what pulled me back into, I can't say the green, but back into what I see as the green, under 2,000. We're only at a minus 1,862 now. Huge improvement from 2 weeks ago, which was almost $3,000. We're making progress. We're coming out of the loan territory, and I told you I got something up my sleeve this week, and you guys are gonna see it. But we already know who's in last place. That's the easy one. But who's in third? Who's in third? Would you like to guess?
It's me. I went over three.
It's Amesy. He went over 3. Big Mo.
Wow.
A devastating blow. Amesy falls to a total profit of $177 to this point. That means Big Mo was in the lead ahead of him just barely, also going over 3. Big Mo, you're in second place at $214, which means Big Dick is in first place at $444. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All that shit talking got you to this point, huh?
I haven't seen that much meat move that fast since 633-pound Kanshiki Yasukichi won 6 titles over the course of 15 years as a sumo wrestler out of Oahu, Hawaii.
Deep pull.
Story. Okay.
Wow, we're getting some facts out here.
You know what they say about opinions. Nobody wants to hear yours.
Well, no one wants to hear yours either, so.
Yeah, no one wants to smell your fucking BO, Big Dick, but you still put that out on the world, so.
How about you eat shit?
Big Dick in the lead is not good for anything. Guys, we're coming down to the wire, and he's got a sizable lead on both of you. How confident are you feeling?
I'm not done chirping him. You interrupted me.
I'm so sorry. Continue, please.
God damn it! I was in the middle of chirping this piece of shit. Now it's gonna sound weird. It's not gonna flow as well. You know.
It's more facts about Hawaii.
No. Now it's weird. Like if I told you that one of my chirps that I had written down in advance because I knew that I had fallen out of first was I didn't know that there were still living woolly mammoths. Oh, fuck, never mind. That's just Big Dick underneath the couch looking for cigarettes. It doesn't flow as well,
There we go.
Fun fact: they are looking.
Mo,
at
are you gonna introduce me? I gotta stay fucking silent out here. I got chirps for days, boys.
Oh man, you guys heard it. It's the villain of the pod. He has infiltrated this bracket.
He's
He's
back.
infiltrated the finals, but
He
still has
Discord.
he still has a special place in my heart because he was our first ever guest.
That being
But
said,
he
we did
picked-
give him the wrong Discord to try and see if he could, have an excuse for him not coming on. He still made it.
Yeah,
tried,
he just
we
found a
tried.
way. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fortunately, well, anywho, I'll wait.
No.
No,
Actually,
please. The
he
floor is
does. He
yours.
does deserve an introduction. Oh wait, it says he's playing NBA 2K23 right now, so he's not even fucking paying attention. I'm impressed. I'm impressed that he noticed that we didn't introduce him. But no, without further ado, our one finalist that was able to make it, the one with the longer name by one letter,
Villains have wise.
Mikey is here. He was our first guest. He's been now our most featured guest because he's been through the thick and thin with us. He's here in the finals. He's been picking winning bets, and I fucking hate it because it means that I'm picking losing bets because I like the home team and he likes to fuck with the home team. So without further ado, the villain of the bracket, Mikey. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, and fortunately for you, I did not actually start up any 2K games. I was just getting a victory lap in, as we'll get into my picks later. But yeah, I'm doing great. Just got back from the pub, lost some darts, but doing pretty good. What's going on with y'all?
I can tell that you just turned off your Xbox. It just went away.
Just went away in Discord.
Caught.
Ah,
There's no hiding it. There's no shame either. We understand.
It's all good.
He's probably playing as his Mavs. He just wants to.
Embarrassingly, no, yeah, of course. I want to be closer to Luca. Personally, he means so much to me.
Yeah.
it's honestly better. It's better than the time that we had Wild Bill on, and then he was like comatose by the end, huh?
True.
Hey, I can hit both if you want. I've got I wanted to mention that speech really got me worked up. I
TMI.
spilled a lot of wine. No. I spilled a lot of wine everywhere during that speech.
Oh, no.
And had to
How
clean
were
it
you
up.
trying to get this cork out? What were you doing? We
Yeah.
heard about it. How did it end up?
Well, I'll just say I ended up putting a knife through it, and it kind of like exploded and got on my sheets and my wall,
Wait,
which
a
is
knife through glass?
if I had a nickel, you know what I mean. But yeah,
I was like, you
cleaned up
talking
most
about
of it.
wine?
Yeah. So now the wine is opened. I'm ready to talk shit and really embrace this villain role. You see, I have 2 drinks with me right now. I poured myself some wine because it's just great after a long day. But
It is.
I've also been sipping on this entire week, and for a few weeks, some premium haterade as both the Avalanche and the Nuggets go down. One to the young Minnesota Timberwolves, and the other to my hometown Dallas Stars. So
Gross.
let me just take a sip.
Don't you live in Chicago?
I do live in Chicago. Was born in Dallas, though. I am
He's gonna
not
be a
very
Connor
loyal.
Bedard fan very
Oh, that's
soon.
good to see.
Oh, I am a Connor Bedard fan. No, I'm
You a Patriots fan too?
I thought you liked the Raiders.
Yeah.
the Raiders. Big Mo made that up.
No,
I
I
swear to
did
God,
not.
I bet on the
That's what I
Raiders
have
twice.
receipts.
I bet on the Raiders twice.
I have receipts.
And I have receipts too. They're called bank statements.
I have text messages and signed NDAs.
Oh my God. Whoa. Well, I'll take you to court for that one. But no.
you better be
Connor
careful.
Bedard, gotta love him in the city. Bigger Caleb Williams fan. Now, big Caleb Williams fan. We'll get into my picks later, and y'all will see. Might have snuck in a Bears pick in there. We'll see. Little
Do you like
MVP
him?
of the league.
Do you like him because he paints his nails? Or...
Yeah, I was about to say nothing
His
else
n-
throw a good spiral like black fingernails. It's been proven. I believe.
Look, I've always said I cannot fault a man with perfect nails, and if he rocks them, he rocks them. And look, like he said, your girl likes them, so
Ooh.
I can't say much against that.
I mean, he's on the Bears though.
He is on the Bears. He's
So that
going to.
means
He's
goes
gonna.
3-14.
We don't need to look here. We don't need to get into. We don't need to dive too far deep. But
No,
he's gonna
please
set
do.
the. He's
Please,
gonna set the
I heard there was a
record.
bet.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
there
we
is
heard
a bet.
wager brewing.
Mikey,
Okay.
if the Packers end up with a better record than the Bears, you have to dye half your hair green.
So, and you would do half your hair orange?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
That's
I'll put $100 on it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
do
bet.
that.
Wait,
Even
which
up.
side?
Better. There we go.
G-Man.
Oh man.
All right, Packers. So let's reiterate that. The Packers versus the Bears. Who's going to have a better record in the 2023-2024 season? Obviously, if it's a tie, bets are void. Or we'll do tiebreaker rules. We'll see higher seed in the playoffs. If it gets to
Yeah,
that.
2024-2025 season. We'll do yeah.
Oh, it is
record.
2024. That's okay. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm all about the fine print. I'd take this to court if need be.
The wine has hit me. It has gone from the floor to my stomach and my brain.
Did you lick it off the walls?
You can pick the half. I'll allow you to pick the half. You could do the front half, the back half, or just the sides. Leave the top how it normally is. So
Can he do stripes like rows?
I would allow that.
Okay.
I will do.
allow
I'm
that.
trying to think about my hairstyle. We'll get into the details. I'm willing to go full green or what you would prefer. I'm a man. So $100 and orange or green hair.
Will those look
Mikey,
really weird with his devil horns? I'm confused.
Yeah, it won't. It will not play as well as my burning fire hair next to my devil horns right now, but I think I can pull it off if I match it with my nails. So,
Mikey, you should start growing your hair out like really, really long so that you can just shave half your head and dye that and then comb over the normal portion and still be a functioning member of society. That's
Even though if you're letting me choose what you're gonna do, I mean, I always do love a fry or tuck look.
you know what I'm thinking? Wait a second.
Top and dye the sides.
I've just realized how long I've never dyed my hair before. I just realized it takes a long time for hair dye to come out. So
It
does.
it doesn't come out. Your hair just has to grow.
Yeah, you have to shave it off.
But it's
what can we? Okay.
I'm
Oh, he's
looking
getting
forward
nervous
to
now. Oh, he's getting nervous.
You know what? No.
How confident are
I'm
you in
done.
Caleb Williams? It doesn't sound.
I'm very confident in Caleb Williams.
Hey, I look forward to
But
it.
I'm not allowed at my job as a cashier to have green hair for longer than a week.
Well, first off,
I got a customer facing role, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you could take Big Mo's suggestion and also pair that with Amesy's loose rule and grow out your hair and only dye the half of the length, and then just cut that
You've
part
got a lot
off.
of time. You've got a lot of time to deal with this bet.
Mhm.
So
I got a lot of time to deal with it. Why don't we do? Let's do $100 for now, even money. I don't even know what the actual odds are, and then we will maybe for next week's pod when I'm on to celebrate my championship, we'll finalize a bet because I do need to not get fired from my job. I'm not that good of a gambler yet.
What
Okay,
about
wait,
what
I
about
got
something
something.
else? We can discuss something else.
That's
right
what
here.
I'm saying. No, we'll discuss something else. We'll come up with something good, but I'm down to put $100 even money with you.
100 on it right here. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm good with
Perfect. And then we'll add something fun for next week's pod. And even if I lose, you can come and chirp me and I'll announce what
we
the
will.
actual bet is.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
What about
So I
this?
don't mean to be a bitch, but I did realize I have an actual job and I'm not that
What
good
about
at it.
this? What about this?
That's
Hey,
fair.
hey, hear me out. Hear me out. This would not fuck up anyone's job.
Okay,
What
bet.
if Mikey if you lose your bet, you get a GB tattooed on your butt. And if you lose, you get Chi-Town tattooed on your butt.
Okay, first off, Chi-Town is
Tattoos.
way worse than GB.
Yeah, because it's a better bet. It's a better bet for the Packers. It's like it's setting the line, you know.
I 100% disagree.
Yeah.
Can I veto that and just say that's a stupid suggestion?
I love the creativity. We will have an offline chat because I think we've lost the plot on this. We need to conduct a little bit. Sorry, we will chirp that. We will chirp more about that, and we will come up with something really fun for next week.
Big Mo,
Passenger, no matter what, we'll find something else to go that doesn't involve a possible Chi-Town that would make me kill myself.
What about if you
Big
guys
Mo.
both?
Big Mo. This is the part where the conductor is gonna start conducting, so we actually talk about anything else other than their side bet. I don't know how much alcohol is already hit the system.
Hey, we're on the rails. We're getting on the rails.
Get on the rails, everybody. Get on the rails. Mikey's been well introduced. I think we're good to move forward.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Sorry for the sideline.
No, quite all right, Mikey. I will say there is one thing you did say you had some chirps for Big Dick, but I don't know if you were saving them or what. But yeah, I'm just.
We'll
saying.
get I got chirps for everybody,
Right.
but it's got to flow. I'm not a a vending machine.
Fair. Well, here's where we're at. Here's where we're at. Big Dick's in first. Amesy, Big Mo have fallen off a little bit, not quite to my level. Excuse me. And I think we can either go host picks and get those done and then dive into the final round of the guest, or if we would prefer, I'll leave this to a vote. We'll let Mikey and Mike have their showdown, give their picks, and then we can go after. Do you guys have a preference?
Why don't we let Wild Bill decide?
Ooh, okay.
You want hosts or guests first, Wild Bill? What are you thinking?
Let's hear it from the guests.
All right,
Mikey,
you're back up. You're back up to plate. You stepped away and you're right back.
I'll go into it. I think I believe my opponent has decided that he has better things to do. Than show up today. Yeah. I see. All right.
I was sent to inform that he felt that he wanted to give some more time to some other people since he's been here so frequently. He had some philanthropic things to do. I think with all the winnings, he's donating to different charities and stuff in person. Visiting some children's hospitals and such, and
I hate that.
Some checks. Yeah, I know you would. I know you would.
Well, I don't think a true gambler ever cashes out. I think you just double down more until you're dead.
Well, I think that's the difference. I don't think he's a true gambler. He keeps just.
And that's why he's gonna get his. And that's why he's gonna get his ass whooped this week. That's why he's gonna get his ass whooped. Let's get into these picks. You want to play his little clip, or you want me to go first? What do you want?
I will say, EPR. He sent me a text. It was 4 words. He said, "Less letters, less time." You know,
less letters, less time.
He doesn't have a lie. He's got a lot of stuff going on.
What a stupid text to send.
Well,
why even send that text?
It wasn't me. I don't know. His mind. He's a poet. What can I say?
He's a man of many things. But I'm gonna play Mike's picks here. He did send them to me. I verified them. They are legit. So without further ado, here we are.
All right, fellas. I've stumbled in here yet again. Sorry I couldn't join you boys. But, still don't know what I'm doing. And we're just going to throw some more shit at the wall and see what sticks. Surprisingly enough, not enough WNBA cheese to, satisfy my addiction. So we're just going to, I guess, go with some more NBA picks. We'll start with the first one. I have yes at 195 for Luka Doncic for a double-double tonight. Pretty sure he should be able to get that. The next one is Tyrese Halliburton to be over 19.5 tomorrow night. And that's a plus 100. And then I have one last pick for a two-leg parlay with the money line for the Dodgers and the Orioles today at negative 110. Well, hopefully we'll stick with fundamentals. That's what I've been sticking with. Just stick with the fundamentals that I know. And yeah, we're just going to see how it goes, boys. Good luck to you, and hopefully I'll talk to you all next week.
He just seems like a very polite guy. I mean,
What a fucking tool.
I'll relay that for him.
Oh, is he not gonna listen to the pod either?
No,
I mean, come on. Oh yeah.
He'll listen to it. He's gonna hear it, but I will prepare him because in case Big Mo probably heard, he is Canadian, so
he's Canadian.
Manners do flow in his veins, and that's I think just part of his nature.
All right. Well, he's gonna and he's gonna taste this defeat. So we'll see it. All right. Well, a couple of the some interesting bets there. Do y'all have any thoughts before I jump in on here?
Well, I
have
have some thoughts. Yeah, they're a little negative.
Yeah, I think he lost one.
Well, we'll wait on the Dallas one because I might have had Dallas in some of my picks. So
Okay.
maybe we'll get to that. But I see this baseball one.
Yeah, he was very positive on Luka, and Luka, he showed up in the points department. Not so much rebounds or assists. He did not get a double-double.
He did not.
So the first bet is out.
Yeah. Luka's kind of just a big disappointment overall. I think that guy is worthless, and I don't know why he even plays. Like at this point, just go work, in a laundromat. They'd be better suited.
You're just mad that he looks like you and can play basketball at the highest level.
That is irrelevant. That is blasphemy.
I hate on Luka here. Unfortunately, I do have some more bad news for Mike in the baseball realm, as the Orioles lost to the Cardinals 3-1.
3-1. Yep.
I don't know.
He said Orioles and Dodgers.
Yeah,
but
so he has to win both of those bets.
Oh, he had it parlayed. Yeah. I misunderstood.
Yeah,
I believe so.
Ooh. Oh, no.
So his last one is Tyrese Halliburton over what was I think that was points.
Yeah,
that was the only one I didn't hear. I did not hear what the line was.
The 17.5, was that it, or 19.5?
Points though.
Yeah.
If it was Halliburton points, then he definitely won.
No, this is tomorrow. This is tomorrow.
It hasn't
sent those today. Yeah.
So that one and had a plus odds. I think it was plus 100. He said so. He
100 like or 110.
Yeah, sounds like the
19.5 is
right
what
now
they have on.
Is a minus. Bit of a minus on his record for the first time ever.
As they say, good guys finish last. So we'll see.
I mean,
time to come over to my side, you skanks.
I will say this though, that we need to give some credit to Mike. Leading up to this point, last week, you guys want to hear something crazy? He beat out Fanny O'Rear. Both of them went 3 for 3. Huge credit to Fanny O'Rear, fighting to the end. Fanny lost by $7.
Wow.
That's insane.
He had $209 in profit. Mike had $216 with his 3 for 3.
Insane.
Mike's previous week, $234, and Mike to get in the second seed at $228. He's had over $200 of profit every single time. So this is unlike him to go into this point, but everyone's luck runs out eventually. We'll find out if it's this week.
Well, and I think we should even maybe revisit how I got here very briefly before I give my next week's bets. So
I think that's fair.
So I'll go my history on the pod. My first appearance, I did 3 spread bets on the NFL, and I managed to get about middle ground. What was I, the 5th seed, 4th or 5th?
You were
I believe
fourth.
Fourth, right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
My first round, I hit 2 for 3 on NBA spread playoff games against a 50-50, and then last round had an off game. 1 for 3, but I beat out Gandhi, who had 3 different Preakness. Yeah, I don't sports bet unless I'm drunk at 3 a.m. But yeah, and he went 0 for 3 very barely. So I can say I would, if I would recommend to the audience, pick your opponents well. Pick your opponents well.
That's how it is.
You know.
I mean, you've kind of got here. Overall, you're technically profitable on the season, so congrats on that.
I think with the VIG, I'm like right there.
Well, yeah, you would have been at 167 before your last week, which was a minus 107. So you're positive $60 right now overall.
Let's go. Hey,
Yes.
hey, and that, you know what? In all seriousness, I feel good about that. I think that's what the name of the game is. We're not always gonna hit home runs, but if we can hit a good average here, then we can make money, and that's the name of the game.
Consistency. So do you think what are your bets competing against the good guy Mike, the hero that stands in your way? What do you have that's going to go 2 for 3 that would potentially seal it for you?
All right, so I actually did, for some reason, actually I know what for. So there's only 2 series right now, and I am locked into the NBA playoffs because I'm so interested in it. So I wanted to get a little bit more creative with the bets this week. So I'm actually got a couple of longer shots. But first off, we're going spread for the game that wrapped up not too long before we started recording, right before actually. I had the Dallas Mavericks plus 4.5, and I'll get really briefly. Obviously, this game's gone off, so I won't spend too much time. My reasoning was I think that Dallas is going to win this series. And I believe the way they're going to do it is in 6 games. I think they're going to do it by stealing home court. Either. What's up?
Sorry, you said steal home. I was like, that's baseball. I don't think we're in the right sport.
Steal home court advantage by taking one of the first 2 games, but I think that they'll lose the other one. But I thought that they could win tonight, and at plus 4, I thought that was good if they could keep it close or win outright. They have won outright, so that is already and let me look. I had the actual bet. Minus 106 bet.
Okay, minus 106. So Mike is still in it, technically.
Mike is still in it, and these other 2 bets have not. Gone off yet, so we are still alive to see what the results are by next week. But going straight in, and that was kind of my idea because I didn't want to do a bunch of spread bets. So my second one, and I accidentally already got into it a little bit. I think Dallas is going to go up 2-1 in this series. I don't think they can get both of the home games. I'm actually rooting against this as a Dallas Mavericks fan. Obviously tomorrow because I want Dallas to go 3-0 now that they've stolen game 1. But I think that they don't have the energy to win both home games right off the bat. But the fact that they steal home court puts them in great position to win this series in 6. I think Luka Doncic is arguably, and I know this is going to be, Luka Doncic is in the argument with Giannis and Jokic, who holds the crown right now as the best player in the NBA and the world. Anthony Edwards is trying to steal it or take it from him, and people are putting their eyes on that, and I think he is right there, and if he wins the series, he'll be right there for that. But Luka is going for that same crown right now, and I think he can get it. So I think they at least get 2-1 in the first 3 games.
Okay, what are the odds on that?
So it was plus 185 when I locked this in this morning, but that has actually moved after the win tonight to minus 120. So I'm looking very great in that department. I feel really good about that now, obviously.
Yeah.
Definitely hoping for a 3-0. I really hope to lose this in the right direction, if you know what I mean. But yeah. Feeling good there.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're already on the right track. Despite all of your panelists here and their feelings on any Dallas sports, obviously they kind of had a surprise solid win tonight. So I don't think they were even to win, right?
As much as I want to hate on it, I will say that my current hatred of Dallas sports is completely irrational. So
rational.
You're right. Yeah, and that is in itself is rational. But I do think that it was a good bet, and you're obviously looking pretty good going forward. So as much as the Bears suck, nice job, props.
I mean, that's just
That's a good bet.
factual. And
Thank you.
what's your third? What's the one that could potentially push this to a record-setting championship?
All right, so this is actually, I feel maybe not less, I feel a lot less confident. This is the longest bet that I've made on the podcast, and I know this is going to sound lame. This is a plus 250 bet. Made this morning. Last night I didn't get the chance to watch the Celtics game, but I saw as I was coming out, as I was what's up? Yes, as I came out of the closet. No, I was watching a musical, so arguably.
Oh my gosh. All right.
It was great. It was fantastic. But I came out and checked my phone, and the Celtics had pushed it to overtime, or I think they were down a little bit. They were losing to the Pacers, and then by the time I got home, they had gone to overtime, and the Pacers had lost. So in that moment, I decided, look, I want to bet on this Celtics series. I do root for the Celtics as well, a little bit.
Wow.
And I've been following this team for a while. So I think to win the series in 5 or less is minus 250, but I went for the sweep. I think Indiana gave it their all last night. They had barely any chance. I think people barely gave them a chance to get gentlemen swept, and they put everything on the line last night. They had this emotional series with New York going 7, winning a game 7 in the Garden. I think they're going to run out of gas. They are not nearly as talented. Boston might have the 4 of the 5 best players in this series. I think it gets ugly pretty quickly after Indiana lost grip of the rope last night, or whatever the phrase is.
How are you a Celtics fan? Do you just pick teams that everyone else hates? Like what's
when I was really
Bears?
the Bears, Celtics, the Patriots, the Raiders? I mean, I'm a sports polygamist, except for my Capitals. Here's the thing. To me, this sounds like you have a bigger future in replacing Big Dick as the biggest dick here.
I actually have a solid resume as the biggest dick
I will
in
go
my
to your
general.
place and shut up.
I think somebody is a little scared of their losing their crown here. I just know probably could have cleaned up against you schmucks if I was in this season long betting. So, but maybe one day you'll come to the voice of reason.
That's what they all say, and then you blink and you're minus 3,000 in the hole.
Yeah, you didn't even show up versus me in the first round, Mikey.
Yeah.
As we've litigated before, I'm so sorry. It was unprofessional of me. I had double booked with Big Dick's mom and everyone there. It was quite the raucous event, and
I mean, I'm impressed
was
you came out
unable
of
to
there
be
alive.
live.
Wow.
I had to get stitches in multiple places, and I'm not comfortable explaining where those stitches were.
I'm guessing.
So how
You already told
was,
us you came out, so I'm guessing where those stitches were.
Yeah, I was about to
Lord
say,
have
so
mercy.
how was Java?
Lord have-
Java.
Yeah, was she good?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Amesy, come a little bit closer to the mic when you're speaking. By the way,
Okay, all right.
you're a little in the background, and sometimes you fade out. Your jokes are there, but they're not being heard.
I was just wondering about my good friend, the Hut, known as Java. Making sure you treated her well.
Jabba, that would be.
That's Miss Jabba that's Miss Hut to you, and I won't have any disrespect.
Oh man. Well, thank you for sharing your picks. We really look forward. Honestly, this is kind of a photo finish. It really does come down to what happens in these next couple matchups. So it's still anyone's game, but we're going to keep you guys tuned, and we look forward to seeing who's on next week as our true champion, who will be joining us in the WWE SmackDown.
Yep. First guest pick of the pod goes to Mikey. Last guest pick of season 1 goes to Mikey as well. So
look at that.
I like
really,
it.
really proud to be here.
Yeah. I think because it is the last week, maybe we should start 4th place for hosts and finish with 1st place. What do you think, EPR? You want to lead it off for the first time of the season?
No, because here's the thing. Big Dick did claw his way back and earned 1st place, despite which I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to take that from him.
I really was.
I know. But you guys did fail the last week, and he surpassed you, so rightfully so. He is gonna get to go first. I don't make the rules. That's just how it is.
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna get you a trophy of a guy holding his neck saying "biggest choke jobs."
All right. Well, at least I can get both my hands around my neck.
Fuck off.
Oh, Big Dick. Like I said, you can lead it off for us. What do you got?
Since you all fucking suck, I'm glad to be going first again. For my first pick, I have a 2-pick parlay because I'm not a pussy like Amesy and Big Mo. I've got the Florida Panthers plus 1.5 paired with the Edmonton Oilers covering plus 1.5 for minus 115 odds. I almost took the alternate spread to show Amesy how a real man wins, but I didn't want to add insult to his already injured pride.
Well, that's pretty solid because he's already hit half of that. The Panthers did win.
Yeah, he did get it, but like, oh my gosh, dude, I don't even know how you go on such a big limb. Minus 115 parlay. Let us go to the parlay. Let's just pan it over like we pan to the weather.
I think a real villain would actually go for the neck. I think this is showing a little bit of softness from Big Dick that is quite fucking embarrassing.
I don't really care what you think.
Neck is so soft. Wait, what'd you say, Big Dick?
He said he doesn't really care what you think.
Okay. Parlay expert EPR. What do you think? How does he actually get to a minus 115 parlay? What do you think of this?
The Panthers. That's a good matchup, but honestly, I think it comes down to he picked 2 of the favorites. The Panthers look hot. They're staying hot. I know the Rangers are a really good team, but it's the 3rd round and it's not the finals, and we know the 3rd round, Bob is still hot. And he just showed that tonight by getting a shutout. So his confidence has to be soaring even further. What was it, Big Mo? 24 saves, right?
Yeah.
So 24 saves is a very, very big confidence booster for any goalie, especially against a top-tier team like the Rangers. So truthfully, that's going to affect your odds. The Oilers, that's another interesting one. So we'll see how that matchup goes. That could foil it all, but I don't hate it. I just think the odds are absolutely fucking pathetic to say that's a parlay. That's where I'm at.
Could we potentially, if Wild Bill's still here, could we actually get some advice on how to hit a parlay minus 1 leg on this potentially?
I'm good at that too. But Bill, the floor is yours for that one. What is your advice?
God. Just have Drysdale score a freaking goal. He freaking blew it for me. That's all I got.
Is that your advice?
I'm so fucking rattled about our matchup, Mikey. Honestly. I should have dusted it.
Mikey, you just triggered Wild Bill. That's tough to do. He's a hard man to rattle. Well,
I got a particular set of skills, if y'all haven't realized.
Oh, I mean, you've been sharing some of them, so we're aware. Clean up those.
He's really
sheets.
good at getting that final inch across the goal line.
Crossed his goal line. All right, Big Dick, second pick. What do we have?
For my second pick, I'm picking the Seattle Storm over the Indiana Fever because Caitlin Clark is giving the WNBA way too much publicity. She is stealing some of the advertising money that should go to me. It should be me up there with Jake from State Farm.
Holy shit.
Damn. You know that's a TV commercial. It's not just audio, man. People will have to see you. They want to buy the product.
They'd be like, holy fuck, is that a woolly mammoth? Oh no, it's just Big Dick looking for cigarettes under the couch.
You both suck. I mean, EPR sucks too, but that's a given.
Okay, wow.
I will say, with the live update, the Storm are currently winning by 7 with 2 minutes to go. So that is unfortunate.
Is that looking good?
That is looking good.
Okay.
He has -5.5, and they are currently up by 7.
Okay.
So.
All right.
The Indiana Fever is at least the most appropriate WNBA name, because just like all the other teams, they make me sick to watch.
That's fair. They are, probably about to be 0-5. So, I mean, that's like Chicago Bears bad. I mean, that's not great.
Are you
Hey, please.
Sorry,
the Chicago Sky are just as terrible as the Fever, as a rabid WNBA fan myself.
Oh, of course you are. Yeah. All right.
Right.
What an interesting choice of words. Rabid NBA fan. I love it. Just chomping at the bit watching it on his TV on a Thursday night at home eating a microwave TV.
I've been known as the biggest respecter and enjoyer of women.
1 inch at a time.
Women's
1 inch
sports.
at a time.
Women's sports, of course. Sorry.
Oh, yes. Of course. All right, well, moving on, so we can get done with this fuck. Third pick, Big Dick. What is it?
I'm going to round out my final pick of the season with another 2-pick parlay.
Oh, boy.
Just to prove my point. I heard there was this kid named Max Verstappen who's a pretty good driver. Unlike Big Mo, since he needs an electric vehicle that does all the driving for him. So I'm taking Max Verstappen to win the Monaco Grand Prix and parlaying that with the Celtics to beat the Pacers in Game 2. I don't know anything about the Celtics, but their mascot does remind me a lot of EPR, so I kind of went with them for that reason. Those parlayed odds are -112.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
I've actually thought the same thing about the Celtics, the Celtics mascot looking like EPR. So I have to really agree with Big Dick here.
Well, fuck you, Big Dick.
Shut up, you stupid fucking leprechaun.
Oh.
Real quick, because he fucking called me out there. You can't fucking call me out for having a Tesla when you literally bought one too, but then took the battery out just to power your fucking chairlift to get you up the stairs. So, fuck you, Big Dick.
Nice comeback. Not.
I love that you had to take a deep breath in between words there. That's pretty fitting.
That's a given. I think that's my favorite part is he's dying every time he has to speak.
I think y'all just don't appreciate the heart of a champion.
Well, his heart's not going to last very long.
The disease-ridden heart of a champion.
I was about to say the heart's actually a couple sizes too big than what it's supposed to be. So the heart of the champion.
No Grinch.
Yikes.
No, he wishes. He would have already had cardiac arrest if that were the case. Well, boys, what do we think about his last pick? Because I have to say again, as the resident, and Bill can speak on this, a 2-pick parlay for minus odds again. I don't know. To me, it's just a way for him to pull some odds. I think his only objective here is just to hold his position and not lose to you guys. That's it.
Yeah, he should be small dick, not big dick. That's a small dick bet. Let me show you a big dick bet, all right, that I got going on, a little parlay. Panthers winning in 7. In Oilers. Hold on. Oilers winning in 6 for plus 3,200.
Holy shit.
I put my mortgage on it. That's a big dick bet. He's a small dick.
All right. If the audience is listening, pick one leg and take it out of that, and you got cashed.
It's
Or do both.
foolproof strategy. That's amazing. I don't think you'll get the odds. Oh man. Well, I think we've heard enough from you, Big Dick, fortunately. So I think it's time we move down the roster, which then leads us back to you, Big Mo. No longer in first place. I know your ego's probably a little bruised. You've been moping around, but we'll still hear your picks anyway. So go for it. I mean, share to the world. All our listeners are dying to know how you're going to beat Big Dick. I'm personally rooting for you.
I honestly have not been moping around because I'm still confident. I still think I'm going to get the job done. And especially after hearing Big Dick just put in 3 of the biggest, like, pussyfoot, like, oh, the game's over, we're up by 2 kind of bet. And guess what? Guess who's still coming? It's the fucking T1000 just sprinting after the car. That's me. That's Big Mo. And you know what? I'm coming out with Terminator level bets. They're all parlays, and there's no chance that I'm going to miss out. I'm going 1 for 3 minimum, 2 for 3 if I think I'm right on a couple, and 3 for 3 if everything goes right. But I'll start off with the shortest of the legs, a 2-leg parlay. All 3 of these are going to be in the same game. It's the Edmonton Oilers and Dallas Stars tomorrow night. First parlay, I have Logan Stankoven to score 1 goal and the Dallas Stars to win.
Oh my
that
gosh.
is at plus 593 odds. I feel like just the odds alone makes that a unbelievable bet. 1 goal scorer and a money line bet. Logan Stankoven's been buzzing. The Edmonton Oilers are not nearly as good defensively as the Colorado Avalanche are. And I think that the first game is going to be eye-opening for the Oilers. I am a little bit concerned that the Oilers have been playing a little bit more hockey recently, and the Stars have been sitting at home waiting for the next round. But I still think that Dallas just locks up the middle way too well. So that's going to be my first bet. Second bet is going to be similar. It's going to be relying on the fact that Edmonton's goaltending has been shaky, and I'm going under 24.5 saves from Stuart Skinner, coupled with Matt Duchene to score 1 goal. Yeah, I know. I'm going anti-home team, picking Duchene, the enemy that fucking eliminated the Avs. But I got to pick the player that's scoring the goals, and he's been hot. He was over both of the goals in overtime, the one that got called off against the Avs, and the overtime winner. I think that maybe that's a confidence boost for him. And Stuart Skinner is not going to be playing well if Matt Duchene is scoring on him. That means that a lot of other people are scoring as well. So that one's at plus 692. That's another 2-leg parlay.
692. Whoa.
Yeah. And my third and final bet is a 4-leg parlay. It's all going to be shots on goal for different players. I have Evan Bouchard, the defenseman for Edmonton, to get over 2.5 shots. This guy's been buzzing. He's one of the best defensemen I've watched play in a long time. Not as good as Cale Makar, but still, he's a hell of a defenseman. And then second leg, I got under 3.5 shots for Connor McDavid. There's rumors going around that he's got an upper body injury. His hand potentially is what Wild Bill is saying. So he's not looking to shoot. It sounds like he can't get a lot of pressure. There's not a lot of steam on the release. So he's going to be looking to pass over to his wingers, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman. So I got Zach Hyman over 3.5 shots on goal. He's going to be picking up some of the slack from McDavid.
That's a lot.
And then I got Leon Draisaitl, who's going to be the second line center, getting 2.5 shots. I'm not picking him to score a goal. because I don't want him to fuck over my parlay like he did Wild Bill. So I'm just taking 2.5 shots. That's plus 779. One of those hits, boys. I'm back in first.
You know, it's something about this last week. I mean, Big Dick, he just lost all of his courage. Big Mo's lost his soul. He's gone again.
I thought you were gonna say his mind.
Oh, they're out.
They're out. They just got eliminated, and he's jumping on the Dallas bandwagon to take
Hey,
them.
I love it. Embrace.
I am not
Texas
jumping on the
supremacy.
bandwagon. I'm picking the hot team, which is what I've done all year.
What is
Big Mo.
parlay Dallas Stars, Dallas Mavericks championship right now? Put your mortgage on it. Pay off your kids' college tuition and get your mom back.
I'm just agreeing that they're gonna win next game.
Big Mo, may I say, I the last one very ballsy, but
Yeah.
I like that one the best, honestly. Have you heard that Dallas can't win a first game?
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say.
You think that's gonna end here?
I don't know. I think that they just
All right.
they've literally played the same style. It's the Avs and the Edmonton Oilers. They play the same style. They generate everything off the rush, and Dallas has figured out, hey, let's pin them up at the blue lines, let's make them dump the puck, and then let's clog the middle, and that's a recipe for success. They've figured out their recipe.
It's
Okay,
boring hockey.
I definitely can agree with you. There's just I think it comes down to one thing, and that's if Edmonton's second and third lines can actually pick up the slack, because they've been relying on their superstars way too much, and like you said, with McDavid having that upper body injury, and they need some guys to pick up in the second and third line, especially with their goaltending as well. So it may weigh out in your favor. That's a big risk, and it may pay off.
Big Mo, all I gotta say is our mic is currently sitting on a Colorado Avalanche mouse pad.
I'm still a diehard Avalanche fan. Just because I want to win the betting podcast does not mean that I still don't fucking hate the Dallas Stars. I was laying into a guy at Game 6 because he was one of the most annoying people I've ever met, and he's a Dallas Stars fan. So fuck you, Dallas. Hopefully,
Big Mo, don't
I
talk
feel
about
my
our
heart a little
interactions
bit.
with each other at Game 6.
Yeah, you guys did agree you wouldn't speak about that live.
Yeah.
Pretty fucked up of you.
You are cheering on the same side as Finance Fest at the.
I am not cheering for them. I am literally putting a bet together.
Big Mo, I want to just actually reiterate what Wild Bill said. I actually like your third bet the best out of all of those. However, the Zach Hyman total shots on goal is the one that actually scares me the most out of that whole thing. Because, yes, he gets shots on goal, but that's if he's going to get the rebound. Sometimes he kind of just gets shut down. So that's kind of the question mark to me. To me, he's like a 3 shot on goal type of guy, not more than that. So and you said you got that for 3.5, right? More than 3?
The bright side about Zach Hyman is that
his name,
no one's gonna block a shot because he's literally point blank.
No, I
there's
get.
There's no defenseman in front of him, so maybe he gets his stick tied up. But even if he just pushes it towards the net, it's still a shot. Yeah,
totally.
And it is 3.5.
Totally.
So.
No, I like I said, I like the bet. I just think that to me is the risky part. I'm like, he either has to have a really good game. The injured McDavid's got to dish him the puck, and he hopefully gets more shots. But as you'll hear my picks, I actually have a few that do correlate to those two. So,
well,
I
real quick, little hockey nugget too. I think that Zach Hyman, that this is a really good bet because he gets to the middle of the ice and he goes to the front, and that's something that the Avs struggled against Dallas. They never got net front traffic, and they never had guys going to the middle of the ice. Zach Hyman does that every single game, so he might be the only player that gets shots.
That's also.
By the way, now that we're Big Mo with your picks, just so you know, the Seattle Storm are currently up 3 with 12.5 seconds left over the Indiana Fever.
Oh,
we need them to win by less than 6, and Big Dick will lose his first pick.
So looking good.
It's looking good, but it literally 1 3-pointer and we lose. So they're only up by 3 right with under a minute left. So major stuff happening.
I wanted to add one last thing before we move past yours. Mikey, you need to understand something. He might be, using Dallas for his benefit in this case, but that's all he's doing. He's using them. There's only one thing he hates more than the Stars, and that's Canadians and Canadian teams. So I kind of understand where he's coming from here. Yeah, fuck you, Canada.
This is actually, I realized this because I was obviously, as a good listener, unlike Mike, who may or may not listen to this. Fuck you, Mike. You're gonna go down, you Canadian. But I will defend Canada for a second, or at least hypothetically. Apparently, Coloradans have a beef with Canada. My best Coloradan friend in Chicago hates Canadians because we were watching Boston versus whoever. Toronto, yeah. And I was just watching, and she's like, "Oh God, why is Boston losing?" I was like, "Why do you care? You're from Colorado." She's like, "I hate Canada." So I think it's very specific to your state as well. So I was actually really considering, just to piss y'all off, picking some Canadian teams, but unfortunately they are paying my Stars. So
that would have given Mike some good juju for sure. So maybe there was another reason not to.
Strategy is important. Here.
Yeah, you're playing to win. I can tell. Well, Big Mo, those are solid picks. Honestly, I think you could go 3 for 3, or you're just gonna do exactly what Bill does and miss by 1. So.
It's a skill.
Matthew Shane will probably fuck me over again, just like he did the Avs. So that's yeah. He's done it multiple times to the Avs, like Game 6 when he's on Dallas, multiple years when he was on the Avs. So hopefully he doesn't do it again.
Wait, what team is on this year? Guy's a freaking suitcase. Duchesne is a suitcase. I would never put any money on him ever.
Also, before we get out of here without shit talking Canada too much, I do love my good folks up there in Flin Flans.
Oh my gosh.
Stay strong.
Not this again. Amesy, how about you take it away with your Flin Flan bullshit?
All right, well, okay, first off, Flin Flan, keep on. So, last week it was a week of reflection for me. A lot of long walks on the in the beach, a lot of just thinking, staring out the window, listening to different music. I've turned to multiple, JB Jovi, really, a philosopher of the 80s. Turned to Simon and Garfunkel.
A lot of
more of a
Garfunkel
guy. Yeah, more of a Garfunkel guy than a Paul Simon guy, but hot take for you there.
Are you more of a Garfunkel than a Simon guy though?
It's I can't get into it. That'd have to be a new podcast. Then I went out to the east, to the good Beyond Good and Evil by Friedrich Nietzsche. Those Being and Nothingness.
Are these your picks?
By Jean-Paul Sartre. I am in my monologue.
Did you say? Were you trying to say Friedrich Nietzsche?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I can tell he's from Chicago. Anyways, I went more.
Ein bisschen Deutsch.
I went more. I went to the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius. Back to the time of the Stoics. And, so it really taught me a message of inner peace. You gotta take what you can from the Romans. You gotta take what you can from the Greeks. I went to the dialogues of Plato. Took what I needed to from the Greeks.
Spit it
out. That sounds like someone from Flin Flan. And anyways, got to a well-rounded position of really just kind of, let's just throw some shit at the wall, see if it sticks. So,
right now.
so I decided to take my talents not to South Beach, but to the Charles Schwab Challenge of 2024.
Ooh, let's go.
And we are going to be going to this golf event. Now, I know you guys have heard the news of Scotty Scheffler. And his hard time he did for doing $80 worth of damage to someone's pants, and
their foot.
But he's a godly man, and he finished strong last week. But I have a feeling that he's going to have some remorse, and he's not going to show up this next week. It is the week for the underdogs.
Max Homer?
I'm picking 3 of them to go to the top 5, and at least one of them are going there. I got Jordan Spieth top 5 at plus 450. Oh, I got Tony Finau top 5 at plus 550. I got Brian Harmon top 5 at plus 700. So 3 top 5 picks. I think that it's ripe for the taking with Scotty. I just don't think he's going to be himself. We don't need winners. We just need top 5 finishes here, and I believe at least 2 of these are going to hit.
The Finau bet is like, it looks great in the first 2 rounds every time you bet on him, and then it falls off. Like, oh, I'm gonna win. Oh, you fucking choked.
I also don't think he's gonna win, but he is a lock for 4th. I'm telling you, this guy.
All right.
Finau for 4th.
Finau for 4th.
That's all.
Sucks.
Oh my gosh, what do you have against Finau, man?
For your information, I don't bet a ton of golf. Just out of curiosity here, it is plus 28,500 if all 3 of those hit.
If they parlay.
It is.
If he parlayed them 3 ways.
But I want to win. I don't want to.
But a 2 for 3. You said 2 for 3. I don't know. I'm a greedy bastard. I don't know about you. I mean, we gamble.
I call it the Wild Girl Special. All I need is 2 for 3 to hit.
Perfect. Exactly. That's hey, fundamentals, baby.
Fundamentals.
Fundamentals. The fundamentals.
Hey, fundamentals don't pay for an engagement ring. That's all I'll say.
You started talking about on the fundamentals. You went for those big swings, and now you might be striking out, Mikey. So you gotta stick to those fundamentals. 2 for 3 works. 2 for 3 wins and gets you that house.
You're right.
Yeah.
And I think 2 for 3 might bring EPR's mom back fully. So should we move it over to him?
Oh boy. Yeah, I think you guys are about to soil yourselves with excitement. That's what I would do anyway.
Too late.
Maybe you already did. I'm just trying to cover it up. I went back to my roots, my true roots, not the roots you guys thought I was part of. Those trees really never panned out. They never saw sunlight, and they didn't grow. But these roots have been planted for years, and they've been working for years. And Amesy, that's right. They're parlays that have at least 7 to 8 legs.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, bring the roots in.
I'm just kidding. The smallest one has 8 legs. I lied. It wasn't 7.
Hey,
Yes.
The more roots, the stronger the foundation, EPR. That's what they say.
It's like an investment tree.
So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on one because unfortunately, due to recording time frame, one is already lost. The Dallas Mavericks, I went above and beyond. I've ascended. I've gone ultra instinct, you might say. I parlayed parlays. That's how strong we're going. My mom's coming back to a champion, not just someone who got back to not being so negative. A champion. That's what my mom expected out of me, and that's what I'm gonna be for you guys. So I'm parlaying parlays. The first one did lose, unfortunately. Luka is a piece of shit who got 1 more point than he was supposed to, ruining my parlay, which was looking awesome. Looking really awesome. Because I had the Mavs to cover a spread. I had Kyrie to get over 17.5 points. He killed it there. And then Luka decided to be a dirtbag and get 33 points when he only was supposed to get 32. So that ruined a parlay that had plus 2677 odds. 9 legs.
Damn.
9 legs on that one.
That's fucked. Hey,
yeah.
But that's what you get whenever you do these parlays. I personally, again, not to interrupt. I personally love doing I don't like any parlay that has like a negative on. I always want to go on one side on a team. All if I got Dallas spread, all positive on that side. But
I get you.
I can't chirp. I can't chirp because you literally were a half point away. So
Yeah.
It was great.
yeah, from
It was
an
great.
incredible win. So that's fucking painful.
Hey, all I'm trying to say is, Bill, I understand how it feels to go so far and fall short. I've done it for weeks, so you're just a newbie at it. Hopefully, or at least on public record, you are. Maybe you've been doing it all your life too. But okay, all right. Well, we can be brothers in solitude. Of
those
failing
roots are
parlays.
growing deep, though. Those
Yes.
roots are growing deep. I'm feeling good. You know, it's kind of like a an aspen tree, or as Big Mo would probably say, a cedar elm, the most common tree grown in Dallas, Texas.
I said aspen tree first, you fucking dickhead.
Yeehaw.
All right, boys. All right, let's focus up. My next parlay is 8 legs. And this is an interesting one because I didn't just go with one sport. I figured, let's spread the risk out. What would a good investor do with their money? And that would be picking Real Madrid to win and Girona FC to win. Parlayed with a same game parlay of Jake Ottinger to get 25.5 total saves. Because I think the Oilers are going to shoot on him. I think Zach Hyman is just going to be firing rebounds off Otter's legs because that's all he can do. And I have Wyatt Johnston, a kid who is 21 and absolutely on fire. Probably one of my favorite players right now to watch. I fucking hate Dallas, but
Turncoat.
Shut the fuck up. He's fun to watch. That's all I can
Embrace
say.
it.
I have that one parlayed together. He has to just get 1 point. I have the New York Yankees to beat the Mariners tomorrow. I have Collins in a best of 3 tennis match to win 2-0, winning me. So the best of 3, he's going to win the first 2 games. What's that?
What's Collins' first name?
Collins' first name?
Yeah, didn't you say Collins?
Yeah, Collins is his last name. His first name is a D, and I don't remember it off the top of my head.
D, not D. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, carry on.
The D.
Yes. And then I have another tennis match winner, and he's my Czech brother. We have Makic to win, and that's finally parlayed with the one that is scaring me the most, and I need the Dodgers to win. And I think they're currently losing right now. So hopes and prayers, everybody. That's plus 2,200 odds.
Just like a good investor would do, spread your money out on a bunch of shit you know nothing about.
I know tennis quite well. Those are fun.
And parlay that together.
Collins is playing Burrell.
That's I think that's what oh my god!
I'm not gonna die.
I've had enough wine.
I think EPR just
Diversification. Thank you so much. My finance degree finally came back.
EPR obviously knows D. Collins very well.
All right, Amesy. Let me give you a better example of this. Collins is a very good tennis player, but here's the thing: he's playing Burrell, and Burrell is the most consistent tennis player you've ever seen. When he is worse than somebody and going up against them, he loses. When he's better than them, he always wins. He is matching up against someone who is better than him, therefore he's going to lose. It's simple as that.
Me and D. Collins are proven wrong.
Yes.
That was pretty good.
The Yankees have been on fire. Enough explanation on that one. Dallas, I just wanted to throw some odds in there because I wanted to bet on one NHL game, and I just think that's a safer one. No turncoat. I didn't say that they're going to win. They don't have to win. We just need Otter to, make 26 saves.
Come to the Texan side.
No, never. Fuck those people. Come on. And last, but definitely not least, some might say this parlay was designed to beat all parlays. And Amesy, I didn't want to disappoint you. I know you're thinking, wow, yeah, 8 legs, 9 legs, that's pretty cool. So I went out and I cooked up the most delicious ashtray parlay which is actually my real bet. It's 12 legs, everybody.
Oh yeah. This is it. This is all you need.
Here's the thing. I talked with
Wait,
Jump
Grabbing
Shot.
an ashtray.
Wait, plug your throat hole before you tell it.
I'm gonna tell everybody about my 12-leg parlay. This is gonna make me cough if I talk like this because I have a cough. I sound like a smoker. 12-leg parlay. We have D. Collins, match winner. Fuck you, Amesy. We have Vondrasova, match winner. That's a women's tennis match. She's gonna win. We have Rudd to win 2-0 best of 3 tennis match. We have the New York Liberty to beat the Chicago Sky. Fuck Chicago. Am I right, Mikey? We have the Boston Celtics to win against the Pacers. We have a same game parlay together. Dallas Stars money line and Leon Draisaitl over 3 shots. Or not over 3, over 2.5. He needs 3 shots. We have the Phoenix Mercury. A shout out to Mike for the WNBA. Phoenix Mercury to win against the Washington Mystics, whoever the fuck they are. We have Port Adelaide Power. You guys probably don't even know what that is, but it's the AFL. Everybody who doesn't know what the AFL is, that's the Australian Football League. Just so you guys are understanding that. Actually super fun to watch if you guys have not. Very entertaining. Anyway, back to my parlay. We have Essendon Bombers also in the AFL. They're going to win. And then we have the Melbourne Demons. They're going to win. And finally, last but not least, we have Adelaide Crows in the AFL to win. Parlayed all together, cooked up for a delicious 2,755 odds, boys. I'm going to first place with that one bet. Fuck everything else that's happened this season. There you have it.
Thank you so much, former President Trump.
I thought he turned into Cartman there for a second. He's like, "Thank you, Andy."
I had to cough so bad there. That was a terrible thing to do for my voice right then.
Just smoke real cigarettes and you can do the voice all right.
Yeah, do it for the pod.
That's
the
12 legs.
That's the bet punishment that you guys have to do. One of you has to start smoking cigarettes.
No. I don't fall to addiction. I don't fall to addiction. But I know you guys can't really give
I'm holding a cigarette.
I know you guys can't really give your thoughts on that because you don't know anything about those picks other than probably maybe the Stars and the Celtics. But
I know that Chicago Sky is a
bad
plus 15.5, and they suck. And I'm pretty sure the Mystics suck. I'm trying to get into the WNBA, unironically.
I don't know why you'd want to do that. It's not a real sport. So
it is definitely a real sport. They play basketball.
Hardly.
They just happen to have vaginas. You dumbass.
There's a lot less to it than that.
Hey,
it's good basketball. No, again, this is a debate for another time. I think the WNBA is going to be an entertaining product to watch.
Oh, it's entertaining, all right, in not the right way. That's.
Oh my gosh. Caitlin Clark would cookie all 3 of you.
Yeah, because you're comparing it to someone who doesn't play basketball. That makes no sense. That's
EPR has driven this train into Cancelville.
You can cancel me all you want. You could try the WNBA.
Yeah, a guy just got canceled in the OHL actually for calling another guy a pussy.
Yeah, that's very true.
Well, they can't cancel us because we run all our own things. We're allowed to give our opinions. I'm allowed to give mine. And you know what?
We've got
Mike backs up.
This network is paid for by the true believers, you, the audience. Donate to our Patreon.
All facts, no printer.
Mikey, the truth is, I'm not saying it's not a real sport. That was a joke, but a little controversy brings views. You know, people were like, "What the fuck did that person just say? What the fuck?" And then they want to argue. So I'm just stirring the pot. You know, I'm just having.
Oh yeah. No, I have this real. I know. I think no, 100%. I think this actual draft round of WNBA is gonna change things to where there's like some competition and people start paying attention. I'm excited about it just because you know what? There's a lot of sports in Chicago, but if I can go and watch a good basketball game and it's the Chicago Sky, I'm all for that. I love basketball. basketball. I love sports, so
yeah. I'm here.
I'm really excited for it on like a super whatever one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked your
I like Harrison Butker over here.
I liked the parlay a lot, EPR. I thought it was good.
Yeah, it doesn't
I
sound
didn't know
like
any
it.
of the team, but I liked the length. It was good.
Thanks.
I'm actually rooting for EPR to pass you both up.
Say there you have it. Big Dick even supports me, so.
All right, small dick.
Big Dick's a good man. Empathetic,
He is.
charming,
He is.
and lovely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Big woman
Big Mo,
basketball watcher.
Amesy, I wish you the best of luck this week.
Oh.
No.
No?
I don't know. I don't. I feel like I can't say anything.
Unlocked.
Do you guys have nothing to say?
We know he's gonna say something.
I was about to say it's like Celebrity Jeopardy
Yeah.
back in the old days with Will Ferrell. You just know a line's coming. I'm just bracing for it.
How old are you fuckers?
Somewhere between 27 and 36.
We're as old as Al Pacino was talking about. He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you heard my voice? I was losing.
Is your walker like loose? Do y'all have to get the screws tightened on that often or what? I'm sorry, I'm just not used to that lifestyle.
You don't need a walker. I've been, listening to the Stoics, and we walk till we're like 80, so.
Yeah.
Which really isn't that impressive, but it really was back then, so.
All right, we've walked our way away from anything that you all want to listen to. So, I think on that note, we should probably call it, boys. What do you think?
That sounds good.
Absolutely.
Oh man. Yeah, no, well this was fun. I appreciate everyone who's joined us this far. We will record and quick announcement, Big Mo is going to be gone for a little bit of time.
Yeah.
We tried to time this so we could have this
I'm going
season
to jail.
finale.
I'm going to jail.
Yeah. He is unfortunately going to jail, but not for the reasons you think. There was no domestic violence at all. No matter what allegations you hear.
Leave it there.
Yeah. I'll tell you all about it when I get out of jail.
Yeah, but
I'll be filming.
Yeah.
he'll be back here in a couple weeks.
If I did it.
Yeah.
No, Wild Bill has warrants out. I heard he's going to be my cellmate.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to say that we're gonna announce the winner here next week. Amesy and I are gonna get together, do a little recap for everybody. Probably not gonna be a super long episode for anyone. Just have some fun. Let you guys know. We'll have the winner on. Would be our hope. So someone whose name is Michael will probably be back next week. There's a good chance.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's a very,
Did you
very
just
good chance.
dox me?
Don't worry.
Get doxed, bitch.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We already loaded up my commissary, so I will be calling to congratulate one of the winners. So
Yes, and
also if I win, I'll be talking about that too.
Jail is very progressive nowadays. They accept Venmo.
What-
So.
Yeah, they let me put some bets in too.
you're allowed one phone call, and that's what he's going to use it on. Is for the pod. So he promised. That's just how we do things here. So follow our socials at Big Dicks or Big Richard's Picks, excuse me. And if you don't, we'll probably find where you live at some point, and we're just going to send Big Dick there, and you'll have to deal with that. So that being said, boys, are we good to call it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Is there...
See ya.